Duolingo stock a buy. So we're going to go over the stock a bit in this video here. First, I'm just going to look at the stock chart, then talk a bit about the stock, and then my thoughts about the company here. So in the last year, stock's up about 10%, but that's like a very misleading way of looking at it. The stock's been jumping around like crazy. This is not a stable stock. You can see here, started under 300, jumped all the way to 450, which is about a 50% jump. Then in the matter of weeks, crashed to 283. So then went down about 50%, give or take. And then very quickly, just in a couple months, doubled all the way up to 550. Since then, over the last few months, has halved again to about 275 before the recent little rally here. That gets it to about $320 a share. So if you don't like big volatile jumps in companies you own, this is not the stock for you. Duolingo is primarily a language learning service through an app that really gamifies the experience. They have a really strong user base outside of the US, but 2/3 of their revenue still comes from within the US just because of the discretionary income of the customers within the US. And just obviously they haven't really got to those levels of monetization outside of the US from lots of these countries who are more emerging countries and whatnot. But lots of these countries are increasingly trying to learn English to get more jobs online for US companies and just make more money. So as that continues to be a trend, Duolingo is a great spot for them to go to for a very low fee or just watching ads as part of their lessons in order to gain those skills and have a better chance of getting those jobs to take them into a better income situation. In terms of the company, so obviously today about their entire revenues from language learning. They just launched a few new products. They're teaching chess, they're teaching music very early on, not really monetized yet. But in addition to just the 30-40% growth that they're experiencing on the language business, if they can start building those businesses into meaningful user and then eventually revenue businesses, we can see a lot of new pillars of growth for the company. They do about $1 billion of revenue this year, trading at $15 billion market cap. So 15 times revenue, super expensive company. That's something to keep in mind. But if they continue to grow 30-40%, really profitable business. They own obviously all their IP. They don't have to pay licensing revenue like other businesses, whether that's like Spotify or Netflix. So if they can scale, they can combat, the risks of AI and OpenAI and some of those other companies joining this space. I could see them doing really well. In terms of my position, it's about $5,000. I'm more or less flat, just down about $100. But this is one that I feel comfortable making a small bet on here over the next few years. If you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this